guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm sitting down to do a favorites video with you guys. I try to get these up seasonally on my channel, and actually my summer video I put in my membership. So I haven't done a favorites or a loving lately product type video here on my channel in a while, and so I thought it was overdue, as have many of you guys who have messaged me and said, please share a favorites video, especially with the holidays coming up, getting gift ideas, practical things that you may have had your eye on that are a little more expensive. I've got a whole list of things I have been loving lately, not completely focused on products either. I'm going to share some books with you. I'm going to share some YouTube channels that I've been enjoying, some Instagram accounts, as well as just some workouts that I've been doing. Like, this isn't going to be a video of buy all the things. I of course have some things that I think you might like, but it's going to be a pretty well-rounded video. So we're calling this What I've Been Loving Lately. And I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I've been working with Skillshare for years because I truly do love Skillshare, not only for myself, but we also utilize it in our homeschool. If you guys have never heard about Skillshare, it is an online platform for learning, practicing, doing anything from art to creativity to products to self-development to business development. I've shared so many classes with you guys over the years, but I have a brand new offer, and this is actually Skillshare's best offer they have ever had. And so I wanted to get it out of the gate right here. If the first 500 of you guys to click the link down below will get 30 days for free to try Skillshare, and then you will get 40% off of your membership. So the link and the information as well as a code will be down below for you guys, and that's only going to be available to the first 500 of you. So take advantage of this. We have used Skillshare, like I said, in so many different ways. I've used it for my business. My kids have done watercolor, but I wanted to highlight a specific class that I will show you guys right here on the screen. This is for creating resin jewelry. My oldest daughter has become really interested in this. She's been having a ton of fun with it, and here's a little look at some of the rings she's created. These are very stylish and on trend, and she has had a ton of fun making them at home. So if your teens are looking for something to get into, you can find anything on Skillshare for their creative side, whether it's photography, art, jewelry, anything. There are endless classes taught by professionals on Skillshare that will benefit you guys. One of the huge benefits of Skillshare is it is totally ad-free, and all of the classes are broken down into bite-sized segments so you can work on them here and there as you see fit. So make sure you guys check out the link to Skillshare. Use the code, use the link. You'll get your first 30 days free and then 40% off of your subscription to Skillshare. All right, you guys, so let's start with what I have been loving lately. So around my house, I have been burning candles constantly. I am a huge candle lover. I always have been and I always will be. However, a few years ago, I discovered that some of my previously enjoyed candles were really quite terrible for me, and I made the switch over to Antique Candle Company. I'm talking 4 or 5 years ago. Ever since then, I have ordered all of my candles from them. They are a Christian-owned small business based in Lafayette, Indiana, and I have ordered my candles seasonally from them for the past several years. So I will get my spring scents before the season starts. I will get my fall scents before the fall season starts. I will get my Christmas scents before the Christmas and winter season, and summer as well. I have never ordered a candle from them that I did not like. However, if you do, they have a 100% money back guarantee. They will happily switch your candle out for a different scent if you get one and it's just not your cup of tea. I also love that they are free of toxins. They have a long burn life and they burn cleanly and evenly. So you're not going to end up with a crooked candle. We've all been there, that you can't use the rest of. They're hand poured. And if you want to read about all the specifics, you can go over to their website. I'm not selling them to you, but I'm just telling you guys, I love them. I've been burning all of my fall ones. I had pumpkin bread going earlier. I had vanilla chai before that. They're all so good. I'm really excited because I'm getting ready to switch over to my Christmas scents more towards the end of November, and then I'll burn those all the way up until spring. I love them. I love them. I love them. I have so many, but I grabbed a few just to show you guys. So this is apple butter. And then this one is spice cake. This was a special one. They did like a collaboration with Carly Gail Bowman. I don't really know who she is, but this smells so good. These are not going to give you a headache. They're not going to be overpowering, but they are going to make your house cozy and inviting and smell really good. And I do have a 20% off discount code down below for you guys. They have all different sizes. Antique Candle Company actually got their name from when they first started. They were pouring candles into like antique teacups and dishes and things. Every now and then they'll do that again. But they also only have certain fragrances or certain scents seasonally. So you can't order like fall candles in July. It's like a rotation. So you don't want to wait too long or you won't be able to get them. They had a new one come out this year for Christmas called Sugar Cookie. It was last year's candle tester winner. So they send out tons of candles. You can sign up to be a candle tester too. And then you give feedback to the brand. And this was the candle that won last year. And it smells so good and natural, you guys. It smells like a real sugar cookie. It's not fake. It doesn't have that like overbearing artificial fragrance, and I just love them. And they gave me a 20% off code to share with you guys. So that info is down below. I have been loving burning my candles. This is candle season. I burn them in the summer, but a fall and winter candle just hits differently in the house. Speaking of the house, let's talk about TV. What shows have I been loving lately? If you guys watch regularly, you know I am not a huge TV watcher. I don't have a ton of time to waste, but I will tell you, I've been enjoying watching something on Friday nights with Jake, like when we get into bed. So the first thing I want to talk about is season 5 of Virgin River on Netflix. Years ago, I started watching this show, and then we canceled Netflix for a while. And then I restarted watching it when I was like babysitting my nephews at my brother's house. And then we ended up getting Netflix specifically for something. And then I realized, okay, season 5 is coming out. Like I want to get caught up. There's something very therapeutic for me. And if you at all struggle with anxiety or anything like that, you'll understand this, but about being able to just kind of turn off my mind. And I know people will say, well, that's a waste of time. Maybe if you do it in excess, but sometimes it's actually like really beneficial for me to shut down my brain and just watch something that is completely fake on TV. I do have, personal boundaries of things that I don't like to see a ton of or hear a ton of when I choose shows that I watch. I mean, it doesn't have to be Veggie Tales for me quality, but I don't want to see a ton of certain elements. And so Virgin River for me is a very enjoyable show. So I've been loving watching that. I also have really been enjoying watching Quarterback with Jake. This is like a behind the scenes reality TV type show about NFL quarterbacks, and whether the NFL, take it or leave it. I mean, athletes are amazing, and that's the part that appeals to me. And I do enjoy like the behind the scenes look at, what goes into that type of job and that profession and all that. And Kirk Cousins, who is the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, is an outspoken Christian, and I love that he doesn't tame that down on the show. And Jake and I have really enjoyed watching that together. He loves football, so that's, it's kind of like he thought I would only watch it for him, but I actually have enjoyed it. But if you're looking for something that your husband might enjoy too, we've enjoyed watching Quarterback. Another thing that we watched was a movie on Netflix, and it was called it's the movie about George Foreman's life. Jake and I watched it one night on a date night, like at home, while the kids were at my brother's house because we weren't sure about the content and stuff. And then we let them watch it like the next weekend. And it's a really incredible story. If you know about George Foreman, the heavyweight champion of the world, just really, really a cool story, and definitely one that shows, you know, what putting your faith in Jesus looks like, portrayed through an actor. Of course, we know he has and had a very flawed life, but it's still a really good movie that has pretty much no content that I didn't feel comfortable with my kids seeing. So that was a win. And then the last movie that I want to share with you guys, we saw in theaters, and this movie is called The Blind. And it is the story of Phil Robertson, who was the creator of Duck Dynasty, and his life and his journey through alcoholism and coming to faith. This movie was so well done, just like Jesus Revolution, very well done, high quality production, good acting, not cringy like 90s Christian movies that all make us go like, it's kind of embarrassing. They're doing a really good job, and his story is powerful. And you don't have to be a Duck Dynasty fan to love the movie. The movie in and of itself is a testimony, and I think is going to reach a lot of people's hearts who maybe just go to the movies to see like a feel-good or what they think will be kind of like a feel-good story. It is evangelistic. It is pretty powerful. We did take all of our kids to go and see it, but my youngest daughter, who is 11, it has been very well informed on the topic of alcoholism and what that does. And so those elements of the movie she wasn't blindsided by. So I would just make sure that your kids know the effects of that, what that looks like, how it changes people, so that they're not kind of scared of some of those scenes. They do a really good job at not like taking it too far, but getting the point across. But there were some times where he was intoxicated, and you know, that doesn't lead to the best decision making. So just be aware of that. But we loved it, and it was a really, really good movie. The last thing I want to mention to you is a show that we are really excited to watch in the coming months after the holiday season. I think it's been announced that All Creatures Great and Small, the new season, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5, but it's coming in January. We are so excited about that. That is a show that we all love and enjoy so much. My oldest daughter has actually been reading all of James Herriot's books, and I'm going to start, I think that's going to be the next book that I start reading as well. So we're really looking forward to that. If you don't have PBS or you don't stream it or whatever, it's worth it. It's worth it. So All Creatures Great and Small, the new season, is coming in January, and I am really excited about that. So keeping in line with the entertainment theme, I'm going to talk about all this, and then I'll show you the heap of products that I have sitting next to me. For music, you guys are always asking for like worship music that we've been enjoying and things like that. So I wanted to share Phil Wickham's new album with you guys. We really love Phil Wickham. We saw him in concert last Christmas, and it was amazing. And he just released a new album, and we have been listening to it and really, really enjoying that. Along with the entertainment theme, for books. Now, I haven't been doing a ton of reading just because I've been very busy and kind of, you know, just haven't really been in that mood, to be honest. Partially because I was also trying to force myself to finish reading a book that I wasn't liking, and I really should just know better than to do that. But I wanted to share the Bible study that I've been doing. This is the John MacArthur study on James. I've been leading my membership through this study. It is incredible. The book of James is probably one of my favorite books in the Bible. It says it right on here, the guidelines for a happy Christian life. And so you study the scripture in John MacArthur's studies. It's not topical. So I love that style of Bible study. It's my preference, and this has been incredible in my membership as well. So we've really been enjoying that. On Audible, I have been listening to Counting the Cost by Jill and Derek Dillard. I read her sister's book, which was called, what was Ginger's book called? Where's my phone? Becoming Free Indeed or something like that. So anyway, I listened to Ginger's telling of her story and untangling the teachings of Bill Gothard and IBLP and all that. And I was actually kind of like, I wonder what Jill is going to do, because I did watch that documentary, Happy Shiny People, and it was just an attack on Christians in general and homeschoolers. It wasn't even like focused on exposing the wrongful and hurtful and illegal practices of the IBLP. It was like just attacking Christianity, and they pulled as many people that represent the total opposition of Christianity to try to portray that all of us as homeschoolers are like doing something wrong with our kids. So I really hated that documentary, and I was shocked that they were a part of it. I get why they wanted to be, because they said they wanted to tell their story in their own words, but the documentary was so biased. It was horrible. So when her book came out, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to hear. But I decided to give it a listen, and it's really good. I enjoy hearing other people's stories. I enjoy biographies. I enjoy people sharing their journeys, and I think that there were a lot of valuable lessons for me, even as a mom, listening to her story and just how things went with their family and where parents maybe misstepped. And I thought she was very gracious in her sharing. I felt like she shared a lot of really wonderful things that she loved about her childhood and being on TV and those things. I felt like it was pretty balanced. It was pretty, like telling, like down to the exact dollar amounts that her dad owed her and things, but I understand why she wanted to tell her story. So I really did enjoy the book, and I didn't feel like any kind of like, ooh, it's not a story of her leaving Christianity or leaving the faith. It's more about her life and what they went through being on TV and what that looked like, and how money, gets weird and changes people and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoyed that book if you are looking for a good listen. As far as YouTube and Instagram go, I go through phases where I really clean out like so many things. If you guys watch regularly on Instagram, I am not someone who does like, I'll follow you if you follow me, and so on and so forth. I really only want to see things that are things I'm interested in, people that I know in real life or have developed some type of meaningful relationship with, and people that encourage me or something that they do really well that I want to glean from them. So I don't play the Instagram games, but every now and then I'll find that like my feed has been filled up with first grade homeschool pictures, and I'm like, why am I seeing so many little kids homeschooling? Like, at this point of my life and in my homeschooling journey, that is not helpful to me, and it just makes me waste more time, because to keep up with the things that I do want to see or the people that I do interact with, then I have to scroll more and look for more. So I did a big clean out and unfollowed a bunch of people, and it wasn't like there was bad blood or anything. It's just like, if you only post every 6 months on your Instagram, I'm not going to follow you anymore. Like, I just needed to clean everything out. So I did that, and I asked for recommendations of people that you guys enjoy following, or at least the people who also follow me on Instagram, and I got some good recommendations. So there were 3 new follows that I started following, and all the favorites will be listed down below for you guys. So I started following this girl. I think her thing is Ashley Huze, and she does YouTube as well. She does a lot of really cute home decor and like recipe type things. Her decor taste is similar to mine, so I love how she like styles her little coffee bar area, and just kind of like her pictures are really pretty. It's very aesthetic, which my content is not aesthetic. Mine is very real and authentic, but I do appreciate the beauty of an account focused on that, and I really enjoyed, I've been enjoying like kind of seeing her stuff periodically. Another new follow for me, which may not be for a lot of you guys because she does have a pretty significant following, is someone named Elyse A Ellis. She posts all macro friendly recipes that are in my Fitness Pal already. So if you make them, it's very easy to track if you're tracking macros. She does a lot of trying to make like unhealthy foods healthy, which really isn't my jam. Because if I just want to eat something unhealthy, I'll just eat it unhealthy. Like I'm not trying to skinnyfy all of the unhealthy foods, you know, and I don't think that's a good mindset either. But I do appreciate like simple meals my family will enjoy, and I really, really appreciate the macro content, so I know what I'm actually putting in my body. How much protein does this have? And when you make like big recipes, it gets kind of hard to do that. So she is worth a follow for recipe content. The last new follow that I have found, her name is Paventi, and she's a younger girl or woman. I think she has one child. But she does like all style, like comfortable mom fashion, and I always really appreciate finding people that I like what they wear, and then also like they post affordable things and they have like a similar style, and I don't do a lot of like fancy dress up type events, and so like, you know, wearing things like this, but like it's the most comfortable thing ever, this like thermal. And anyway, she posts a lot of really cute like mom fashion stuff. So those are some new follows. Now on YouTube, you guys are gonna think that I have dove off the deep end into the true crime genre, which I have not. I am not a true crime person. I fix my mind on things that are good and pleasing and lovely. That is something I always come back to. However, every now and then there will be something that happens that catches my full attention, and I am locked in and I have to see it through. It's like, I don't know, it's when I get interested in a case or something and it's horrible, like the case, I'm not happy obviously for the case, but I get really interested in what is going to come out and what is going to happen with this. So some cases in the past that I have followed like this was Casey Anthony's case way before social media was even Scott Peterson's case. I definitely gotten really deep dove into that one. And there's been a few others along the way, but I do not intake that all the time. I can't handle it, and I don't think any of us should. But the 8 passengers, Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt child abuse case, and then the subsequent unraveling of everything that has been going on and all of that has captured my interest. And I will see this case through. I mean, as long as, you know, the public is able to have information. So 2 places, because everyone's been talking about it because it's very popular. And so channels are just like making videos about this, but they'll basically be saying the same 5 things that you can find online anywhere. So when I watch a video, I really want someone who's like taken the time to put it all together, has new information, or just a really interesting perspective. And so the first account is Elely Ellis. I'm sure a lot of you guys know her. She's like one of the most popular true crime channels, but I can't watch everything, but when she has released videos on this topic, then I do watch them, and they're very good. And then another one is Dr. G, and he's a clinical psychologist who analyzes behavior, and that's all he does. He doesn't really give a lot of like conjecture. It's just more of like analyzing the eye expressions and things like that, which is like really fascinating to me. And so I've been enjoying his channel in regards to this topic as well. And then also I found through my, you know, treadmill time, or, you know, late night when all the kids are in bed and I'm just kind of winding down, I found the channel on YouTube called Mormon Stories Podcast. And I think they had some legal ramifications come to them. I think a restraining order actually, where they had to take down the interview of, it was like a 6-hour interview with one of Jody's previous victims, Adam Steed. And so I watched that. I haven't watched all the other stuff, but that was very, very troubling and alarming and crazy. So those are some of the YouTube channels that I've been watching and enjoying for this, type of information. Now, for workouts, you guys, I have really been enjoying doing hiking workouts on my treadmill. I use the Peloton app and I choose a hiking workout. I think the best hiking instructor on Peloton is Rebecca Kennedy, and sometimes she's a little too cheerleader and dancy for me, but I do like her for the hiking ones. And I also really enjoy what's her name? Camila, but her music is always so explicit, and sometimes the thing she says is like, whoa, it's like jolting. So I don't like that when I'm working out. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear a lot of nonsense, and she definitely does that more often. So I stick with Rebecca Kennedy for hiking. But if you haven't tried the hiking workouts on the Peloton app, I really recommend it. All you need is a treadmill that goes up to at least incline 10. Along with that, I have been doing F45 2 times a week since the summer, and F45 is a franchised like fitness how would I describe this? Like high intensity boot camp type class. And I've been loving being able to work out with other people 2 times a week and really push myself to my limits. So if you ever are near an F45 and you want to get your booty handed to you, then go ahead and go take that class. Really been enjoying that. Now, 2 recipes I want to share with you guys for all things pumpkin. Now, if you don't follow Turner Farms or Turner Farm on Instagram, she is like a sourdough professional. And she put out a pumpkin bread, sourdough discard bread recipe that has 0 sugar in it, you guys, and it was so good. So make sure you check that out. I didn't have the walnuts that you're supposed to put on top of it, and it was still so good. And we ate it like in a day, and we had family come over that night and the whole loaf was gone. So it was delicious, and there was no sugar in it. Zero sugar. So I really recommend that. And then I also made some pumpkin cookies that I have shared with you guys, I think on my blog already, but they're really good. They're the best pumpkin cookies I've ever made. So I'll link that down below if you guys are looking for any pumpkin recipes. All right, so now let me show you some physical products of things that I want to share with you. Really quickly, this is the Ashley's holiday checklist that I have created as a free little resource for you guys that you can download from the link below to help you get ahead, help you visually see what you might want to complete before you get to the month of December, so that you can actually enjoy and savor the entire month of December, being intentional and doing things that really matter to you instead of scrambling around and then feeling like a failure because the Christmas cards never got in the mail and you never did donate to that charity you wanted to, and oh yeah, you wanted to try that recipe but you never got around to that. All those things are things that are really important. I'm a huge proponent of tradition, and yes, the focus is Jesus, but there's so much more to the Christmas season that really just cultivates love and happiness and experiences in our homes, and all those things are really important. So I don't want to be the type of person that's like, yeah, well, I'll get to the Christmas cards next year. No, I think it's important to send family and friends near and far Christmas cards. I think it's important to make your cookies and give them to your neighbors. Like, these are things that are really important. I think it's important to watch Christmas movies with your kids almost every single weekend. Those are the things that are really important. Do they have anything to do with the true meaning of Christmas? I mean, you could probably draw some parallels there, but the point is that if you don't prepare, you will get to December 1st, you will feel frantic, and it will suck all of the true joy out of Christmas. So if you want to download this, you can get it for free. It's a little way for me to say thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll have that link down below for you. The only beauty type product that I have to share with you that I have been loving lately, and I am about to put a fresh coat on my nails, is the Olive and June nail polish. This sage color is called Sagey, and it is so pretty. And then this is the Fast Quick Dry Top Coat. Now, this is like clean nail polish. I don't do 100% clean beauty, but you know, I'm just gonna tell you guys though that this nail polish lasts longer. It's just regular nail polish. I do not use a gel light or anything with this, but this nail polish, this Olive and June, lasts so much longer than any other regular nail polish that I've ever had. Like, this nail polish will last a couple of days, and for regular nail polish with as much hand washing and stuff as I do, it's crazy. So check it out if you've never tried it. They have so many cute colors and it is clean, so I guess that's a benefit too. It's a little more expensive because of that, but it lasts so much longer. And if I'm gonna take 30 minutes to paint my nails, I at least want to get 3 days out of it. And that's what I always go back to, and why I always end up going back to the salon and having them do it, is because I want it to last. But if I can get 4-ish days out of this, I am very happy, and I'm telling you that nail polish lasts longer than anything else. All right, so the first clothing item I have to share with you guys is this really pretty, I'm sure you guys have seen it, it's been everywhere. This dress is from Free People. It is a maxi dress, and it comes in a million colors. If you've seen my YouTube profile here, you've seen this dress in a different color. It's like a burnt orange. That dress actually belonged to my friend, and I have wanted to buy my very own of this dress from Free People. It is a bit of a splurge, I will say, but it is worth it. The quality is amazing, and I've wanted to buy myself one for a long time, and I finally did. And I just love this color, like this blue color. I think it works well for fall, and I think it also will work well in spring. So that's kind of why I went with this one. Now, I did find a really good Amazon dupe of that dress. Now, that one is the Free People, and I think the fabric and the quality is probably a little bit better. But people have raved about the Amazon version of that dress. I think it's a little thinner from what I hear, but still the fit is really good. I will link both down below for you guys. If you're doing family photos for fall or anything like that, that dress flatters everybody. I've seen pregnant people wear it. I've seen curvier people wear it. I've seen really thin people wear it. It's flattering on everyone. In Free People, in this dress, I am in a small, so size down. In the Amazon one, true to size, okay? The next thing I have to share with you guys is taking me all the way back to middle school with my platform Birkenstock dupe clogs. These are very on trend for fall and winter, and you know what? I just liked them, so I wanted to get them. I know I'm gonna wear them a lot, and I found a really good quality pair on Amazon. These are not the Birkenstock brand, although I might consider those in the future, but I wanted to see how often I was gonna wear them before I commit to a clog that's like 3 times the price of these. So if you want a little trendy update, these are super, super cute, and I know I will be wearing them all the time. The next thing I have to share with you guys are these really, really cute platform, like fabric, I don't know what we want to call this, sneaker. These are the Universal Thread brand from Target. And they're like a dressier sneaker, and that's why I got them, because I thought, like, with leggings and certain shirts or sweaters, I knew would kind of dress up my outfit. They're memory foam. They're really comfy. I've tried them on. I haven't worn them out yet, but they're really, really cute, and I hope they're not sold out, but I wanted to share them with you guys. I got some leather, like fake leather leggings, and I have a bunch of like long tunic length sweaters, and then these and some gold hoops. I think it'll be really, really cute. And the next thing I have to share with you is also from Target. It is a cropped half zip sweater in this chocolatey brown color, Universal Thread brand. This is a really good dupe for Lululemon sweatshirts. I did size up in a large in this, but the fit is very flattering. It's very cute. It's not too heavy, so it's perfect for those of us that don't live in a very cold place. And then the last thing that I have to share with you guys for the things I have been loving lately are these hiking shoes. So I have had my previous pair for much longer than I thought I did. I had them for almost like 5 years. Those Merrells, the brand is Merrell, and I had hiked loads of miles in them. They finally wore out. Like, I felt so proud that my shoe got a hole in it. That doesn't happen to me very often. So anyways, I love them so much that I just went with the same exact one, just in a fun color instead. And so if you are an adventurous mom, I recommend wearing a hiking shoe when you're out and about. There's a lot of reasons why. I won't bore you with those here, but these are really good quality hiking shoes. They last for years and years and years. You will not slip. They have great tread. There's a little more stability and structure to the shoe for the ankle, so you're not going to roll your ankle, and also they're not like hiking boots that can be heavy and hot, you know, which is something I'm always considering. So I got myself a new pair of these out of pure necessity, and I wanted to share them with you here. So I think that about sums up a lot of what I have been loving lately. A few items that you could buy, a few things for free, and lots of other things that are just available out there, you know, but I wanted to sit down and chat with you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed today's video. Give me a thumbs up before you go, and don't forget to click the link and take advantage of that offer for the first 500 people on Skillshare. That is a deal you do not want to pass up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye, friends.